Today, I'll be walking you through the value that Gong delivers to organizations with a business case built on Simbi. I want to start by emphasizing that all the information about Gong, including value drivers and pricing, comes from publicly available sources. And what I'm presenting today is a value hypothesis based off that information. Now, to tell this story effectively, I'll be walking through this from the lens of how a Gong rep would communicate this value using a business case built on Simbi. So imagine I'm a Gong rep about to have a call with a prospect. I start on an initial qualification or discovery call to generate a business case from a template to build a value hypothesis with a prospect. Now, Gong has established itself in the world of revenue intelligence, helping teams understand customer interactions at scale. And they address a number of key customer challenges, which we're going to dive into today. The first of our outcomes speaks to the uplift in win rate coming as a result of better deal alerts and pattern identification for successful outcomes. Now, the impact of this is then seen across reps and their pipeline, but on a call, I might want to personalize and customize these variables based off my prospect specific metrics. So I can jump into the variable section and actually begin changing these numbers based off what my prospect's information might be. What that will then do is modify the outcome chart based off their specific numbers so they can see what the uplift will be specific to them. Of course, if you've integrated Simbi with your CRM, this data will be pulled in automatically from your transcripts and deal notes by our AI agents. Gong also saves massive amounts of time on lower value tasks, which we can see cumulatively here. We might want to then modify some of these to make them more reflective of what our prospect actually spends their time on. And so as we do this, you can see the chart will change to reflect this. The downstream effect of this can then be seen here when we scale things up to all reps and the time which is then recaptured as productive and what the financial value of that will be downstream. Another time-saving component is for sales managers, better coaching and less time reviewing or shadowing calls. And again, by entering the specific number of sales managers which my prospects might have, I can then personalize the outcome chart to show them specifically how much time they might save by using Gong. Our interpretation of Gong's pricing includes a few components. Cost per seat, which is based off that number of sales reps variable up in the top right. A platform fee, which includes a fixed cost per year, along with an implementation cost, which will only apply to year one of the business case. And as we can see, despite the costs, there is substantial value gained from using Gong. And currently we're looking at this on a 1-year outlook. We might want to change this to a 3-year outlook, and this will only increase the value returned over time. And we can actually see where those areas of value are coming from at the bottom. Now, to bring this all together for a prospect, I might jump up to the exec summary and generate these little sections with AI. What this will then do is use the content within the business case to tell me the main points of the business case and also show me the ROI summary based off all of my prospects' information. I can then share this business case with my prospect via email and collaborate directly with them on the business case for their use specifically. Again, I want to emphasize that this analysis is based off publicly available information about Gong, and what we explored is a value hypothesis showing what the Gong business case might look like on Simbi. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.